Today's story is The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Welcome to the Bluebird Bookshelf, where we read kid-friendly, wholesome books only. These books are beautiful. They're just the right length for kids. They have no underlying themes, and best of all, they're educational and fun. My name is Miss Kelly, and this is my reading buddy, Birdie. And you may have guessed it, he's a bluebird. If you like reading with us, please subscribe so our new videos go right to your homepage. You can also leave us a comment or share this story with a friend. Hey kids, welcome back to the Bluebird Bookshelf. My name is Kelly, and as always, I'm so excited to read with you today. I'm especially excited for today because we've already read 2 books in our food group series. First we read The Couch Potato, and we learned about how it's not always great to just sit around and be lazy. Then we read The Big Cheese, and we talked a little bit about not putting yourself first and putting everyone else last. But today we're going to read a different kind of story. We're going to read about the good egg. So let's take it down off the shelf and take a closer look. Now this story is a little bit different than the other 2 that I read because, as I said, The Big Cheese, he did not have a good character trait. He thought way too much of himself. The Couch Potato was pretty lazy. Not a good trait. But this egg is really, really good. A good egg is a person that always tries to do their best. And they always try to make everything just right for everyone else. So I'm wondering what kind of lesson this really, really good egg is going to learn today. Do you know? Let's find out. Are you ready? Let's read. Oh, I like the inside of this one. It's blue, which I love blue, as you can imagine. Okay, let's look at what's on the flyleaf page. Bread, muffins. What are these? Waffles? These are places that you use eggs for cooking. Let's see. Donuts and croissants. Boiled egg. Oh, I guess bacon, berries. Good breakfast foods, huh? All right, let's find out about The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Look, the good egg climbed a ladder, has a cat on its head. What's happening? Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. Yes, he is a good egg, isn't he? It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I'll carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires, I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days back at the store. It says fresh eggs, farmer's market. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't exactly on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was the good egg. A very good egg. So the good egg never joined in the fun. That's probably good. Those things are bad things, aren't they? Let's see what happens. Nobody seemed to care, though. Oh, look, they put that on its head. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. Oh no, he's literally losing it. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from putting all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. He looks troubled, doesn't he? Must be sad to leave his home. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. Look at his beard. Oh my goodness. I was alone. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. Oh, look, his cracks are getting better. Shaved his beard. Look, he made the rocks into his family. He must be lonely. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. Ooh, I even started painting. Very good. For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel like myself again. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Oh, they're all going to the spa. Here we go. Doot, 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 doot. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey-o, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. Phew! I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. They're drawing on him. The end. And that's what happened to the good egg. Now, I have a question for you. Is there anyone in your life who's always doing things for other people? Maybe too much. Can you imagine ever saying, "You did too much for me. You're too nice. You did too much for everyone else"? Well, sometimes doing too much for everyone else means you don't have time to do things for yourself. I hope that if there's someone in your life who's always doing a lot for other people, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad, maybe it's your teacher, somebody else in your life who's always doing many nice things for others, maybe you can take some off their plate so they have more time for themselves. I can't wait to read the rest of the food group series with you. Here on YouTube, we have 3 stories left: The Bad Seed, The Smart Cookie, and last but not least, The Sour Grape. Make sure you subscribe and you'll get notified when each new video is posted. I'll see you then. Bye.